EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here, and off we go from Lambeau. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Equanimous St. Brown, 30 yards. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
At first play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 77 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. We less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 32-yard line.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
13 yards. First down.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he rifles one incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. That good for 19 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4.
Rodgers pass.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers going to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 60 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Packers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
44-yard line.
That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And now here's Mason Crosby, the Packers' all-time leading scorer, but now lining up in a different uniform. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? From the 31, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. 88, 88. Check 26, check 26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle.
Complete.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
44-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And now here's Mason Crosby, the Packers' all-time leading scorer, but now lining up in a different uniform. From the right hash, this from 53. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get off the field, D.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
30.
You talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
It's a pickup of 3.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Rodgers open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
On the tackle. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Packers.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own
the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He's got the hook up to Lazard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.